CBS News has learned that President-elect Donald Trump may be seeking top-secret security clearances for his eldest children. However, the potential move is now raising questions about just what sort of role his children will play in his administration. It is also raising some serious ethical concerns as well. Our Juliana Goldman broke this story, and earlier I asked her just how uncommon this type of request is.
This really is a truly unprecedented request. To put this in perspective, it's not uncommon for private citizens, people working in the private sector, to get top secret security clearances. You could have former national security officials who have these security clearances so that they can be called in to advise current national security officials in the administration. But what makes this so uncommon and unprecedented, and this is according to former White House officials, former intelligence officials, ethics watchdogs that we've spoken to, is that one, they don't have national security backgrounds, and two, that these are Donald Trump's family members, and this is just not something that you would normally see.
How would the stated intent that the adult children will remain at the top of his private businesses complicate matters?
Well, this is the big question here. As you said, this is raising all sorts of ethical questions, and ethics watchdogs say it's sounding alarm bells, raising all sorts of red flags, because they could be armed with, intelligence that they could use to further their financial interests. There are nepotism rules that prevent family members from serving as from getting hired to work in the White House. So nepotism rules prevent them from getting paid to work in the executive branch. But to get around that, they could serve as unpaid, informal advisors. And that's what it looks like the Trump team is trying to explore, whether they can be designated as national security advisors to get these security clearances, and then also at the same time be running the family business. You
used the word explore. What is the status of the request or the search at this point?
So here's how the process works, and it parallels a little bit what we saw with the transition from the Bush administration to the Obama administration. But essentially the transition team, the incoming president's team, asks the current White House, gives them a list of who they'd like to have designated as for top secret security clearance. So that gets the ball rolling there, and historically, it's been national security advisors, which is why the Trump transition team is looking to designate them this way. But even if the current administration doesn't fulfill that request, then the president, once he comes into office after January 20th, can put in that request again. And then what these individuals need to do is they need to fill out security questionnaires, what's called the SF-86, and go through background checks. So assuming that they pass those levels of scrutiny, then they'd receive the top secret security clearances.
Juliana Goldman in Washington. Tremendous original reporting here, Juliana. We appreciate the time.
Sure, thank you.